100 rated chess, but right-handed. You can only move the rightmost piece or pawn on any given rank. Sounds absolutely impossible, but today is conveniently another Monday. We have 2 chances to win. We get a 108 from France. This guy doesn't look too happy being forced to take a picture with his dog, but then decided to use it as his profile pic anyway. E4. Alright, I can only move the things on the right. A4 is kinda forced. Knight c3. My rook is the most right piece on the 8th rank, rook a6. It's alright, this rook can die, this is the only way to progress. Bishop takes a6. Ha! Because my rook has already left the 8th rank, now my knight is the most right piece on this rank. Knight takes a6. Alright, the plan is to spread the pieces and pawns on as many ranks as possible so I have as many movable pieces as possible. At least we should be able to develop the queen soon enough. Knight f3. Need to make way to develop the bishop. b5. Of course the b-pawn dies to give me a tempo. Knight takes b5. Bishop b7. This will keep my bishop being the most right piece on the 7th rank. I mean, this also freezes all the other pawns, but we don't really have many choices to go with. d3. Okay, bishop f4 may create a tremendous problem that can even last for this entire game. Knight b4. Giving my opponent a target to develop his bishop. I'm actually perfectly fine with this trade. Never mind. Knight back is forced. Okay, this is really bad. From now on I'll have to maintain the queen defending this pawn. Queen d2. I have an idea. Bishop c6. Well, I mean, now the bishop cannot move anymore as it is not the rightmost piece on its rank, but the idea is after queen takes a5, queen b8, queen takes a6 is reactivating my bishop, and we can trade knights, which can also reduce the pressure on my king. Or he can just not take the pawn and my bishop cannot move. This game is going very wrong very quickly. a4. Oh my god, he didn't take my bishop. Queen b7. Ha! Defending the bishop, also activating the king. I'll move the king all the way over here to activate the other pieces as well. Queen c3. King d8. It's alright, trust me. I know none of this makes any sense, but you can count on the guy who has the most amount of experience playing weird challenges. I can do this. As long as this guy stays non-aggressive, then we can slowly make our progress. Castle. King c8. I really need him to take the a-pawn though. We can trade queens and remove the c7 pawn to activate the next pawn. Aha! Finally. Queen b6. Okay, I mean, this freezes my queen, but of course he's gonna trade. People don't like to cancel their own moves, it hurts their ego. Yes. C takes b6. Ha! And now I can start pushing the center pawns. My opponent doesn't have the queen anymore, so my king is a lot safer now. Let's go. Now he takes my bishop. Absolutely perfect. D takes c6. Knight a7 check. King b7 is making my king being the most right piece on the 7th, which makes the e-pawn cannot move. King d8 instead. Knight takes c6 check. King c8. Didn't happen. e6. Slow and steady. If I can activate the final rook, then we win. Rook c3. King b7. Activating the bishop. Knight d8 check. King a7. Rook c8. Bishop c5. Man, I really cannot believe I could activate all the way to the left like this. Bishop b8 check. That blunders a bishop. Knight c6 check. Okay, but in this position, for some very unknown reason, I could not see that my knight could have captured his knight. King b7 instead. Okay, in my defense, I was recording this while being drunk. I blame the alcohol. Rook takes b8 check. Taking his knight will freeze my king due to the rules, and rook c8 is checkmate in one, as I cannot respond to the check. I can only move the king. Rook a8. King b7. Repetition, let's go. Rook a5. Aha. That blunders a rook. I mean, my bishop cannot move anymore, but it is still a good trade regardless. Knight d8 check. King c7. He can also trap my rook though, sadly there is nothing I can do about that. Rook k1 instead. Ha! That blunders a horsey. Rook k6. King c7. Rook c3. King b6. We're racing with time here, and I'm on the disadvantage as I also have to think about the challenge. Rook takes c5. I can't take that rook, a random d4 check is lethal. Knight e7 instead. Rook g5. Rook c8. I finally activated the final rook, but sadly we don't have much time left, so I guess this is just a win on time. Rook g4. He's trying to flag me. Rook takes c2. Rook h4. Aha! That blunders a king. Rook c1. Back rank checkmate in 1. Mission accomplished.